So last weekend, my buddy Greg texted me out of the blue, "Hey, hosting a potluck at my place Saturday. Bring something to share." Now, Greg's not usually the party-throwing type. His idea of a wild night is organizing his spice rack alphabetically, so I was both excited and a little suspicious. I asked if he needed me to bring drinks or dessert, and he just replied, "Just something you can't have a potluck without." Intriguing, right? I figured I'd make my famous 7-layer dip, because nothing says potluck like a casserole dish that gets progressively more mysterious as people dig deeper. Saturday arrives, and I show up balancing my dip and a bag of chips. But as I walk up to the door, I notice something odd. Every other guest is carrying a flower pot. Not in a cute, I repurposed this as a serving dish way. No, people are literally holding terracotta pots with soil and little green shoots sticking out. I start to wonder if this is some sort of Pinterest white trend I missed, or if Greg's trying to trick us into gardening as a social activity. I walk in, and Greg's beaming, surrounded by a dozen guests all nursing their respective potted plants. There are no tables set, no plates, no buffet, just a bunch of people awkwardly cradling their pots and making small talk about fertilizer ratios. Greg gestures proudly to a windowsill, now overflowing with spider plants and succulents. I ask, "So, when does the food come out?" He looks genuinely confused and says, "What do you mean? This is the potluck." I said, "Bring something you can't have a potluck without. You can't have a potluck without pots." At this point, it dawns on me, Greg has never actually been to a potluck. So, instead of feasting, the evening devolves into a heated debate over whose pothos is the healthiest and which plant would make the best table centerpiece. If only we had a table. In the end, we didn't get dinner, but hey, at least now I know what it feels like to truly be rooting for a meal.